Well, this is where I'm at so far. I've been building for about the last hour and change while watching a movie, and I've got the main body pretty much about 75% finished. I've got, I think, there's some fenders here that need to be added and a few other little bits and pieces, but the running gear is all installed. The driver's hatch, all the detail in there is installed. So far, it is primarily snapped together, but there are a few little bits and pieces that do need to be glued. There's some armored shutters here that cover the headlight lenses. The hatch for the driver's compartment needs to be glued. There's some little detail bits here and there. But so far it's been about 95% snapped together. The tracks and running gear are designed to move, but it's a little bit tricky to get it to move properly, as the tracks are vinyl and they're quite stretchy, and they tend to jump the teeth on the drive wheels quite easily. But you know, by and large, it's working relatively well, and it looks pretty good. So I'm quite happy with the results I'm getting so far. Like I said, I think the main body is about 75% finished, and then I've got to move on to the turret. But I'm going to take a little break here for a little while, because I've been working for a while and kind of getting tired. So anyway, I'll pick it up, get back to it in a little bit, and hopefully I'll get her finished tonight. So stay tuned. Well, here it is. It's all put together. I've completed basic assembly, and you can see it's quite an impressive sight to behold. It took me about 3.5, maybe 4 hours with the building time. And I'm very much impressed by pretty much every level of this thing. The detail is just top-notch. I hadn't noticed before, but when I was putting it together, it's got some weld seams here on the turret. You can see there's the smoke dischargers, there's lots of little eyelets and equipment stowage bits and pieces here and there. These fenders on the front pop off, and there's space for stowage of the tools, the shovel, pickaxe, etc. Here on the fender, but I haven't attached those yet, as I'll probably wait until after I've painted them. But the fenders, they both just pop off easily. The little deck here on the back of the turret has photo etch parts all around it, and part of one fender just popped off. There it goes. Overall, though, it's I'm totally impressed with it on every level. There's really only 2 seams that need to be dealt with, and those are on the barrels here. It would have been nice if there was an option for like a turned metal aluminum barrel set, but that probably would have driven the cost up by about another $50. And considering I already spent 200 Canadian on this, another $50 is a little bit more than I would have been looking to pay. There's a few more photo etch components that I haven't attached. Some chains for the ends on the smoke dischargers here. Some other bits and pieces. Mostly odds and ends that go on the figures. And I think there's some sights for the machine guns, which I haven't attached either. There's one that goes there, and then one that goes there. I haven't assembled those yet, but they're quite detailed and they look pretty cool. There's some fold down little steps here on the side, lots of detail. Overall, yeah, it took me about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours to assemble. Overall length, it's about, the length of the main body is about a little over 10 inches long, and the full, complete overall length with both barrels to the back of the turret is about a little over 13 inches. So it's pretty damn big. I haven't, as I said before, I haven't done a lot of other armor, but I say compare this to like a German World War II Tiger, which I did several years ago. I think it was like closer to about half this size. So yeah, I'm quite impressed by just everything about this thing. I don't know if I'm gonna start doing more armor, because I mean, since this is still sci-fi, it's still Gundam, it still falls under into my wheelhouse of stuff I like to do. But so far I've had a lot of fun doing it, and because it is snapped together, it will be easy to pop apart. I mean, the turret just comes right off. The whole thing basically comes right apart again. So it'll be really easy to paint. So yeah, I still haven't decided if I'm going to get on to painting this next, or if I'm going to work on something else next, and then get back to this after. But one way or another, I'll come to a decision, and you'll all find out as soon as I decide. So stay tuned for that, and I'll have a photo update up on my blog and on eScale Models, probably by the end of today. So check it out. All right, happy modeling.